In a new Vogue cover story, Nicole Kidman drops her armor and seemingly reveals the truth about her divorce to Keith Urban. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. Nicole is on what some fans are calling her revenge tour. She shared that she was nervous during her last appearance, which we talked about last video, in Paris Fashion Week with her kids. I'm very nervous, actually, Nicole told Vogue in a behind-the-scenes video, getting ready for the event. I have my daughters coming with me, but I'm very excited for Matthew because this is a big moment for him. She was returning as an official ambassador for Chanel. And her friend, who's the new creative director there, they were celebrating his first show. And so she came out. This was her first appearance post the divorce becoming public, in a new hairstyle, bangs, everybody reporting on it. Is it just me, or does everybody get a new haircut when you have a serious relationship end? I've done it in both of my most serious relationships that ended over my life. Immediately changed my hair. Guys, ladies, do you share that as well? It's kind of like a refresh. She did. She looked stunning. And it was so nice to see her there with her kids in unity. And then this Vogue cover story just dropped yesterday. And this was done before the divorce was public. But as the interviewer talks, it was clear to them that it was coming, and they just didn't feel like they had any right to pry. We're going to get into the statements that were made, because clearly Nicole implied it enough for the author to sense it. But I did want to look at a few other photos that she just also released recently in the from that photo shoot, behind the scenes photos that, again, that fans are calling revenge pics, and I'm totally here for it. Yeah, she's out there. She's not holding back. She's not hiding it. She's not staying inside being all scared. She's getting out there and showing everybody, I'm Nicole damn Kidman. Here she is. Nicole, I would think it's Jamie Lee Curtis, called her head bee in charge. But yeah, stunning photos, stunning behind the scenes shots. Wow, look at that. It's like a full on beautiful shots though. Stunning, as they said. There's the cover itself, which we're about to go through. Immensely grateful for Anna and the entire team at Vogue. Wendell Stevenson, Sergio Gletnoy, anyway, Vogue World. She, stunning face of Vogue in this new issue. Now, let's get into the issue itself, because in it, she does break down some interesting quotes that I wanted to pull for you. So here we go. A few weeks after we met, this is the author talking, the story had gone to press. News broke of Nicole's separation from Urban. She would file for divorce in late September. During our conversations, I'd guessed as much, but I didn't want to pry. When I asked about how she felt now in her 50s, I'd expected to hear a nice, trite response about the sagacity. That's just one of those words. I'm not embarrassed to admit, I don't know what that means. The quality of being sagacious, having or showing keen or mental discernment, good judgment. Okay. We're going to say good judgment about how nice it is to be old is what I think that means. There we go. Sorry. Was I the only one who didn't know that word? I'm dumb. Sorry. Instead, Kidman was wry, rueful, unsure of herself. She said, how many times do you have to be taught that you think you know where your life is going, and then it isn't going in that direction? Very telling quote right there. In Nashville, she told me she leans on close circle of friends, girlfriends for support. She mentioned Witherspoon, Reese across the street, but also a senior oncologist at Vanderbilt Hospital. I do an enormous amount of work there for them, and I'm very aligned with them in terms of their cancer research. And another friend who runs a hospital, ride or die friendships. Oh yeah, she laughed. Grateful. The highs and lows of life, the losses and the pain, she said, are always grist with the artistic process. I put in my work. That's the beauty of what I do. There's a place for some of this to explode, implode, process, discover. Further, she also talked about Baby Girl and some of these roles that she'd done that many are speculating could have upset Keith. Baby Girl opens with Kidman's character faking a, pleasurable experience. When she appeared fleetingly unrobed during the Blue Room in London's warehouse in 1998, her performance was described in the Telegraph as pure theatrical Viagra. She was nominated for the Olivier for her Best Actress. In The Paperboy, made in 2012, a steamy noir set in 1970s Florida, Kidman relieves herself on Zac Efron after a jellyfish attack. In Birthday Girl, a rom-com thriller for 2001, her character is into bondage. In 2004's Birth, she infamously kissed a 10-year-old boy, believing him to be the incarnation of her late husband. I don't know, Kidman said quietly when asked why she often is attracted to these kind of parts. Isn't that weird that I don't know why? In reality, she is an introvert, but she said X, relations is an important part of our lives and is still a lot of times taboo, and it shouldn't be. Nicole Kidman describes herself as a character actor. Margot Robbie, with whom she worked in Bombshell about the SH claims in Fox News, told me, I vividly remember seeing her act for the first time on set. There was a force about her. She just felt both very powerful and very weak at the same time. And that combo was extremely exciting to watch. I turned to whoever was next to me and I said, that's why she's Nicole Kidman. That's an interesting statement because, again, a lot of actors want to, and I've seen it, where a lot of actors want to be confident and bravado and blah, blah. But yeah, to really act, you have to be vulnerable and raw and let it all down and be insecure and really feel into those characters as well. That's going to get you the heart of a character. So it's nice to see her be able to own it while also show her those weaknesses. Bravo. It makes sense. They asked her about the haters, judgment, online exoneration. Literally walk away from it, she says, because it will fell you. It will destroy you. She consoles her teenage daughters to follow Taylor Swift's advice and shake it off. Sunday Rose, her daughter, became a model and was started last year working the one way for Miu Miu. It's very frightening for me, Kidman admitted, but I started working at 14, so I really don't have a leg to stand on. Yeah, and she talks about there's a little vanity. She told me she doesn't mind being photographed barefaced. She likes her nose red when she's crying in a scene. I love the color of skin changing. I love flaws in the skin, and I love real tears. And yeah, she's aged up. Destroyer. I just watched that trailer. I don't know how I missed that movie. She looks really great in it. But again, another thing I love about her, she's not afraid of aging and of all that, of any of that. And then I want to go to the last little bit where she sort of talks about, she keeps a journal. She writes her dreams down. Later, after reviewing them, she burns the notes. I'm contemplating writing. The idea is still too fragile to talk about there, but there's a wealth of things I'm compiling in my little psyche. Writing would be a departure. She talks about, or necessity, she counters. So much to say and so little time to say it, Kidman told me, about death and life and joy and grief and loss and sex and why we're here and what is truth and is truth even necessary. Kidman laughs, delighted at the vastness of the universe. Are we human? Are there parallel universes? What is the future? Do we even care? Are we living in a dream? What is reality? Where are we going? Why do I keep working? She said, empathetic, why stop? You'll have to tie me down and tie me up. There it is. But a lot of little nuances and things coming in there, clearly showing that there was, as the article is titled, her armor is down. She's more vulnerable than ever, and clearly talking about loss and not gushing about her husband and the happiness she's in. This was clearly a period of change for her, confirmed by the author and now publicly in the news. And look, I say bravo to her. Now, one other quick note, Kidman and Urban have very different takes on their split. She's told Keith has told friends that it was a long time coming, but close friends of the actress say she was blindsided. That seems to be both sides. She wanted to save it. She didn't see why. He's like, girl, it's been like this for so long. How did you not see this coming? Also, Keith Urban's guitarist, she finally broke her silence, and it was to promote her music, as I expected it would be. She posted an Instagram post, "The Devil Win," and didn't really say much more. So who knows what's going on here? Keith was not involved in any aspect of the album. He's not listened to it, apparently. So who knows if they really are even close? That's what one person's, one source close to Keith saying. Who knows, man? Who knows what's actually going down these days? But either way, people are loving Nicole Kidman's revenge tour. They are supporting her. Where do you stand on all this? I want to hear your thoughts. And what do you think of Nicole's comments? Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already to Popcorn Planet. Hit the bell for all alerts and smash the thumbs up for engagement. Help us out. And leave your comments down below. What do you think? I want to hear your thoughts. Whose side are you on? Do you think they both deserve a good support? Let me know in the comments and stay tuned for more, including our live later today on Popcorn Planet.